Yo, what's going on, guys? It's DragsterTV here, back at it again. And today, guys, we're back here on Offroad Outlaws once again, as you guys can see here. Now, for today's Offroad Outlaws video, guys, I am going to be trying to build the most expensive vehicle in the game. Now, if we head on over into the dealership here and select trucks, we're going to be scrolling for just a little bit, tapping through them all until we find ourselves the Tesla. Now, the Tesla Cybertruck here is the most expensive vehicle in the game. So this is the vehicle we're going to be starting off with. And then, of course, just a complete insane maxed out version of this thing with literally everything bought on it should be the most expensive vehicle in the game. Because if we look through, 20,000, oh, there's the $100,000 tank, 65,000, but these are like membership cars and stuff. And then you get to the Tesla here, and that's $120,000. So that's the most expensive vehicle throughout all these trucks here on this list. So we're going to go ahead and buy it. And I'm going to keep track of how much money I spend every time I buy a part for the vehicle. And then in total, at the very end, see how much money we spent. So let's go ahead and start this off by hitting buy now. And here we are. Alright, so I have my notepad pulled up on my phone, keeping track of all our purchases and how much money we've spent so that we can total it all up in the end. So that's $120,000 down so far on the list. I think we should go ahead and start off in upgrades first. So an easy 10 grand we can spend is going to be in the diesel swap, so there's 10 grand down. Next, we're going to max out our engine. I believe that was $15,000 to max out the engine. $17,000 for maxing out our weight, $5,400 for durability, and $7,000 to max out grip. Now on to our turbo, and $5,200 to max out our turbo. Now this is the most expensive vehicle challenge, so we're trying to spend as much money and gold as we can at the same time. So you guys know what that means. We are throwing on the tank tracks, front and rear. And a whopping 10 grand for manual transmission. 10 grand for our e-brake, and that's it for the upgrades for our Tesla. Next up is going to be our suspension type. So of course we have to go with the $5,000 monster suspension. It's $5,000 for the front, and let's see, $5,000 for the rear, so that's just 10 grand altogether. 6 grand altogether to max out the front and rear for tuning our suspension. So I'm just going to put down 12 grand. And even though we had to spend 100 gold, thankfully we don't have to max out our wheels and tires because that would just be more money out of here. But instead, we bought tracks, so that's 100 gold out of here. Now on to customization. Let's enter the body, and let's find our most expensive parts. And in the end, we don't want this thing to look completely insane and crazy and stupid looking. We want it to at least look good in the end, so I'm not just going to pick the most random parts I can find. I never noticed the Tesla has its own two front bumpers. I don't know why I never looked. But the splitter doesn't look half bad on our front end here, so I think I'm going to put down the $2,000 splitter. Now on to our body type. Our current one is $500. Let's click through. So all of them on the list are $500, so really I can just pick whatever one I want. Me personally, I'm kind of a big fan, not for real personal use, but just to make this thing look kind of silly, the mirrored truck bed, so I guess I'll put that down as another $500. For our blue headlights, it's going to be $1,000. Our cutout fenders are going to be 5 grand. I'm normally not a fan of putting any kind of steps on my vehicles, but we're looking to spend as much money as we can on this thing, so that's going to be another $1,000 gone. It may look a little bit silly because I want this $3,000 light bar on top, so it actually looks pretty good. But we're looking to spend as much money as we can, so the most expensive light on the top are the siren lights, and that's going to be 5 grand out of our bank account. Our nice little wing in the back here is going to be 2 grand. Our horns on the front are going to be a whopping $500. $1,000 for our single front light bar. We always need our jack wherever it's at, right there. That's going to be $500. Winch in the front is going to be $750. Our repair pack in the rear is going to be 2 grand. So far, that is $21,000 for our body customization. But in paint, there's one last thing we need to do. And we need to buy out glossy paint and satin paint, even though we're going to keep it matte. And tint our windows and headlights. Actually, glossy doesn't look half bad on this. we might have to keep it glossy just because we spent 50 gold on it. So that's 200 gold down, and for just body customization alone, that's $21,000, not including upgrades. And now, if I'm not wrong, we are completed with the build. Time to enter our calculator and add it all up and see how much this bad boy costs. And then to finish it all off, if we have enough time, we're going to enter single player Woodlands and check out how it performs, since we just blew tons of money on it. Now let's find out how much money exactly we blew on this thing. Alright, we now have our calculator up. Let's go ahead and add everything up. Alrighty guys, our last number finally is going to be $2,000. And now for the moment of truth. Alright, that's actually not as bad as I thought. So in total we spent a whopping $236,850 just on this Tesla alone to get it looking like this. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, this here is the most expensive vehicle in the game. So what a lot of you guys may not remember is this truck itself cost $120,000. So I'm curious to see is how much money we spent alone on upgrades, customization, and tuning. So let's go ahead and find out. So we're just going to take this number and we're going to subtract $120,000. That's not, there we go, there's $120,000. And we spent $116,850 on just upgrades, customization, and tuning alone. Quite a lot of money for this thing. So now we're in Woodlands. In the end, let's check out, was it worth it? I mean, seems like any other truck. I wouldn't personally really want to use this thing more than once for a video. But yeah, in the end, the build didn't turn out half bad. I mean, I especially hope not, thinking about all the money I did just blow on this thing. But anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Drop a fat like if you guys did. Subscribe if you guys are new and you haven't already. Make sure to hit that little notification bell right next to the subscribe button to never miss a new daily video from me. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to have an amazing rest, guys, day or night. With that, I'll catch you guys very, very soon in the next one.